So effortless prosperity, guess what? It's not about money. Oh, you're supposed to respond to that. Oh, really? It's not about money? What? That was it, Carolyn. You had it. No, guess what? Guess what? It's about living peacefully every day. That is effortless prosperity. Prosperity without effort is living from a peaceful mind and heart. Living in peace means I am not in charge of you. Oh, are you sure? And I even have a hard time being in charge of me, but let me train you, right? So that's a feeling of effortless prosperity is about learning to live in peace. And it's to stop projecting guilt and fear on others. All right, take a little breath. Stop projecting guilt and fear on others. And also, stop projecting those feelings on yourself. It's the willingness to be transparent. It's the willingness to let go of what we might call the shame and blame game. I know none of you participate in that. But if you did, you might want to think about changing that. So today I'm talking about really that word, changing. It's not about changing our hairstyle. It's not about changing the kind of car we drive. It's not changing anything in the outer. It's changing the inner, my inner world, and how I see the world. So we have every day in this book for 30 days a thought for the day. Today's thought for the day is, today I watch what I say. Today I watch what I say. Shall we say it together? Today I watch what I say. Ooh. Yeah, that goes beyond the first 2 minutes in the morning. That goes beyond noon. That goes beyond my tea break. Today, I watch what I say. Because if I watch what I say, I watch what I think. What I say is what I'm thinking. Now, what would that be like if just today you watched what you say? Just today. It's one day. Am I willing? Oh, yeah. Oh, wasn't that easy to say? Oh, yes. That's just... Today, I watch what I say. And Bijan goes on to say that our only focus point, the focal point of our day, is peace. So we do not get, I'm going to use the word hooked or engaged by what's on the television, by what we might read, by what we might see. Today, I watch what I say. Now, there is an opportunity to look at how I interact with people. Because we often don't say what we're thinking, but we're thinking it. So how do we change the thought and then the words that come out? First of all, willingness. Am I willing? Some of us are. Because that takes a whole shift. I mean, it's easy to say. It's even easy to talk about. It is a constant watching, hearing what's going on without blame and shame. So that's often where I go. I get upset with myself for having a thought about someone else, about what they're doing or what they're saying. Then judgment. There it is. There it is right away. But then I'm upset with myself because I don't want to do that. No one here, anyone else get caught in that? Of course we do. Of course we do. So how do we change that? One of the images that helped me so much, and I first heard about this many, I guess when I started ministerial school, this image was used in a class. Everyone is our mirror. Everyone is our mirror. Yep, we know that. Everyone is our reflection back. Now, it is expanded. It is enhanced. So we notice it. Am I willing to be a peaceful mirror to others? Just ask yourself now, am I willing to be a peaceful mirror to others? Right. I am willing to watch my words. I am willing to watch my words. And that means I'm willing to watch my actions also. So I'm willing to watch my thinking. Oh boy, we have to have a list now. I'm willing to watch my thinking. I'm willing to watch what I say. And then that ends up with my actions. I'm willing to watch my actions. How do I respond when I see a homeless person? I always say a prayer. How do I react when I see something on television that I think is right or wrong? When I hear I'm part of a conversation, how do I react? Is peace my only goal? That is what Bijan is telling us today. Peace is my only goal. And what does that mean to us? What do we have to change in here to be that person? And we would each do that differently, wouldn't we? Because of our personal experiences, because of our life, because of the way we are living currently. What would I have to change in my consciousness, in the way I think, in the way I act, and the way I speak? I can hear you listening. This is really from the Course in Miracles. And the Course in Miracles tells us that we have an opportunity every day to live this way. And now it's a big book, 365 days, not just 30 days of changing the way we see the world. Now, I've had people say to me over the years, that's impossible. I can't do that. And I'm not asking if anyone's thinking that, but you might be. What are you asking me to do? That's just not possible. In today's world, hand on hip, we live in a very challenging world. Yes, we do. That's why we need to only speak peace. Yes, we do. Well, you don't realize what's happening then. Yes. And I'm here for peace. And I am here to commit to peace. So I was reminded of this story from the Bible about change. And you remember Moses, and he was the spiritual teacher at the time, and there was a lot of bondage and slavery, and he was going to bring who was he bringing out of bondage? Anyone remember? Pardon? Israelites. Out of bondage. And they were going to cross the Red Sea, which they did. And they were moving into a place where they would be free. However, there wasn't any food there. Anyone remember that part of the story? There was manna. And the next morning there had been no food, but there was this little substance. And they didn't really know what it was. It probably was some kind of plant food. And they started eating that and started building their villages. And every year on the anniversary when they came out of bondage, he would send next in command Joshua over the hill, which meant, when we look at it metaphysically, over the hill meant into a new way of thinking, into a new country. The new country represents the way we think. Joshua would go to the new country, and he was so surprised. They had all this food. The people were so nice. They were so warm and inviting. They had everything they needed. He'd come back, and Moses would say, "How is that? What was it like over the hill?" He used another expression. And Joshua would say, "It's wonderful. It's wonderful." And do you know what Moses would say? Do you remember? "Not yet. Not going yet." Do you know or remember how long that happened? 40 years. Has anyone been at this 40 years? Blaming and shaming and judging and pointing the finger? I know I have. I'll just be the one. 40 years. Now, of course, this is a story to remind us what it's like for us to change and move into a place where we can think and speak and live differently. How much do we want that to happen? Yes, we do. Yes, we do. 40 years, not yet. Let me think it over. Oh, I have to retire, or I have to do this. I have to have all my bills paid. Then I'll be at peace. Okay, I have to do this. I have to do that. Well, today's the day. Today, I speak only words of peace. Today, I speak only words of peace. Now, what would that mean to our world? If just 40 of us here would only speak words of peace, would that make a difference? Yes, it would. Because that would influence the people we know, and then that would influence the people they know. And then, now we know there are millions and zillions of people all over this planet already doing this. We know it. Thank God. Are we among them? Yes. Could we expand on that? Yes. Could I get an advanced degree in only saying words of peace? So just as I was saying, we made a commitment to peace over here, world peace, inner peace. We have a sign. We used to sing, "Let there be peace on earth," every Sunday. We are committed to peace, unity as a whole. I wanted to share with you a story. I think I've told it one other time. It was an experience I had that changed my life. On 9/11, I got the call from my daughter in Wisconsin who was crying, "Mom," because she was 2 hours ahead of me. "You don't know what just happened." "No, I don't know." "Oh, Mom." She had a little 1-year-old. "Oh, Mom." And we were planning on flying to see each other within a week. And she's crying, and I'm talking. We talk a little while, and I said, "I have to go." She said, "Okay." I said, "I have to go and open the ministry," which was in downtown Lake Oswego at that time, where the World Healing Center was. "I have to open for prayer." So I throw on my clothes, I drive over to Lake Oswego, I unlock the door, I make a handmade sign that says, "Welcome, come in and pray for peace." I go in, I'm setting up folding chairs. I get about 15 chairs set up, and the door, I hear someone come in the door. It's a man, at least 6'4". Okay. I said, "Come in. I'm just starting to pray." He said, "Can I pray with you?" I said, "Yes." So we sat there for over a half an hour without saying a word. We just sat there in the quiet, in meditation. And finally he said, "I'm a policeman." Oh, yeah. I could see that right away. Very fit and big man. He said, and I'm on leave for anger management. And I knew if I could find a unity, you would be praying. I said, yes. And that's what I need. A couple minutes, he said, my best friend is a Muslim. He owns a restaurant not too far from here. I eat there all the time. We laugh, we joke, we go out together. And today I want to kill him. And that's why I came here. We prayed. And he said, when he left, I'm going to go see my friend and give him a hug. I'm so glad you were here. Now that man changed my life. And I got to change, unity got to change his life. There is nothing on the planet that is more important than seeing each other as the same. We are the same. It's a pretend game when we think we're different. I'm old, you're young, you're tall, I'm short. I went to school here, you lived there. You went to Sunday school, I went to the mosque. My Sabbath is on Friday, Saturday, yours is on Sunday. We're the same. That's the only way to peace. We're the same. He was my teacher that day. He was my teacher. Because he knew what was necessary. The Course in Miracles said that day, do not react to anything. Wow. Do not react to anything. Now that's over 30 years ago now. Do not react to anything. So how do we do that? How do we change the way we think? It's so, the television, the radio, the online, it's so in our face. It's just right here. How we don't turn it on is one. We find our own space. We read a book. We meditate. We write. We walk in nature. And we hold that energy. Because millions and billions of people all over the planet are doing this. And we are just a tiny nugget, a tiny seed. But every seed counts. Every seed counts. Are we going to stay for 40 years saying, not now, not quite. Yeah, no, I got too much to do, too many people to think about. So for the next month, we are going to be talking peace. And how does peace open me up, open us up, open you up to prosperity? And remember, prosperity is not about money. So it's about joy. It's about expansion. It's about new friends. It's about whatever we want it to be. Abundant, abundant, abundant healing, abundant forgiveness, abundant whatever it takes for us to get to a place of peace. Today I watch what I say. Whoa. Do you think tomorrow I watch what I see? I bet that's day number 2. Today I watch what I say. Tomorrow I watch what I see. And every day we go deeper and deeper to that place. We might call it our soul. We might call it our heart. We might call it whatever it is, my spiritual self. We go there. And when that little trigger happens that pulls us in, it's like chocolate almost. Here it comes, here it comes, here it comes. I refuse. Well, maybe not chocolate. But I refuse. I refuse to be a protagonist. I refuse to shame and blame. I refuse to point fingers. I refuse to be the judge and jury of anyone else. It's not mine to do. So let's just take a moment, breathe, breathe, breathe. Ooh, this is big work, isn't it? Wow, 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 wow. Today I watch what I say, and today I speak only peace. Today I speak only peace. We're going to have some quiet music and move into our prayer time. Now, we don't have to then turn when we say, oh, I'm not doing that enough. Oh, I'm not. Then we don't beat on ourselves. Oh, I don't do that enough. Oh, let that go. Remember, we're not the judge and jury. We're the peacemaker. We always come back to peace. Well, maybe I said something. Maybe I thought something. That's done. And I'm here now. I'm here now. So very quietly, if you want to shift in your chair, I like to shrug my shoulders, let it go, wiggle around. I like to open my hands as a sign to the universal presence that goes by many names. As a sign of receiving, I receive peace. I experience peace and I let it flow through me, in my words and my thoughts. I am a peacemaker. Saying that to yourself in your own words, in your own way. I am a peacemaker. And if you're willing, you might visualize a hill where there is, on the other side, the promised land. Where we live in peace. And we sit in the quiet and feel peace. Remember peace. Be peace. Today, I will say words of peace. I will plant the seeds of peace, words of peace, thoughts of peace, energy of peace. I am a peacemaker. Great gratitude for the opportunity to remember what is ours to do. Taking a deep breath and just when you're ready, opening your eyes. I like to say like cat eyes. Just squint first. Just kind of half eyes. Peace. Sweet peace. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Sweet peace. Sweet peace. Let's whisper together. Sweet peace. Sweet peace. Sweet peace. Amen.